Okay, let's do this one. I hope you guys can hear me okay. And it's Friday, I'm off today. So let's do some dog portrait painting. I try to make it as easy and simple as possible. The brush I use, number 1, number 4, number 8, number 5, and number 10. They're all like really soft brush. Okay, let's start it. Okay, I think this one, hold on, I need to do a sweeping wash. Again, the first layer is how to nail the value. The watercolor process always go from light to dark, so don't try to go too dark from get-go because it's really hard to pull back the color once you go too dark. It's complete opposite of oil painting or acrylic. For acrylic, I will do from dark to light because you can lighten things up as painting goes, but watercolor is completely opposite. So we can focus on the dog first, and then we can go to the little pretty girl. So for that, I think the general color for the line, I think I want to use the yellow ochre because it's a big yellow tint as we can see from the photo. So okay, I can start doing that. It's very light, so don't go too dark for them. Even this is like have a little bit temperature. So let's do that. I know in the photo, I don't think there is a color, but we can give a color for the line. Normally the line is very warm, so I use yellow ochre. Okay. You can do, this is the darker side or shadow side, you can go over because you will get covered by the cool color after I start working on the shadow shade. But don't do the opposite. The shadow shade cannot go to the light because you cannot pull back the color as I mentioned before. So let's start doing that. I did trace the photo so to make my life easier, otherwise it take me forever to never sketch. I don't think anyone want to see that. Okay. If you hear the noise, it's my AC because it's really hot in the United States. Right now it's heat wave. I'm located in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area. So outside right now it's like 95 to 100 degrees, which is around 35 Celsius. So it's really hot. I need my AC on. I can't live without AC. Okay, so we start working a little bit shadow side. You can use burnt sienna and burnt umber both, the combination of both. Gradually we can add a little bit blue, Prussian blue and ultramarine blue can do the work. Again, don't go too dark. In the first layer you can see it's so light still. We just want to blow in the shade of the shadow. Do I need to let it dry first? Because got the sighing to the check. Hold on. I have to do that first. What's my password again? Sorry for the delay. I need to sign in to my YouTube phone OBS. Okay, so we are. Okay, we can do the darker side of the dog. So number 4 brush. Okay. The watercolor drawing or painting is never lose the line. So you can see I'm very meticulous to not go to the light part. Here is a big blue. I can really tell, so I can just use blue directly. I still have some remnant of the burnt umber and sienna. So you can see, yeah, that is blue. It's very, very blue. If you see blue, you paint blue, especially if you are the beginner. You don't need to nail the color immediately. You get overwhelmed because the first couple layer is all about blowing the shade and define the light and shadow. If you try to match the color from get-go, you get so frustrated. So know what priority of each layer of your painting. Of course, if you do all of primer, which I don't think I can ever do that, it's different case. You can nail the color from get-go. I feel like that was so hard for me. I don't want to do that, and I can't do that. And here you can see that's really dark. I know it's not dark enough. As I say, I will darken it as my painting goes. Right now, I just want to define the shade, the light and shadow. The blue I use is pressure blue. It's really, really strong, so be mindful to use it. Just put it. This need to be dry. The color do not stick to it. So we can work on the nose. The nose is really dark. Should I work on the nose first? No. If I want the nose first, it's too dark. I can use the marker, acrylic marker to do the darkest dark later. Here, I just want to suggest the body. The focus point is here and here, so the rest I can try to suggest. You don't want to get overwhelmed by your painting. Oh, it looks so bad. Okay, let's fix it as soon as possible. Hold on. I think I need so dark. Okay, we can work on the eye. The eye is always almost covered by the fur, so I can only. Oh, it's not drying. Right now, I just get a little bit thin of the nose because I can see there's a very, very blue tint. And later on, I add darkest dark. And here, oh wow, it's so dark. I do live stream not because I try to be popular on YouTube. I don't think I can ever be, but live stream can discipline myself not to get distracted by doing other thing like go get coffee, walking all over, and never get things done. And once I turn on live stream, I get disciplined easily, so I won't get distracted. So that's my purpose. But if someone watch it, that would be the best. If nobody watch, I still get things done. So it's a win-win. Okay. I just want to define the nostril of the dog. I think right now, how come it's still not dry here? That's impossible. Sorry for the noise. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so detail oriented already. I'm not sure that's a good thing, but I can't help it. But you can see the shade of the dog appear, right? As I add the shadow side of the fur. And here the fur is much lighter, so I'm just do a quick glazing. Watercolor, beauty of using watercolor is to glaze. You can do that for oil and acrylic, but you need to use so much salt medium to do that, to make it transparent. The watercolor nature of watercolor is transparency, so that's why I enjoy watercolor. For now, I may change later, but right now I try to stick to watercolor because it's much easier to clean up. The housekeeping is much simple than the oil and even acrylic. I like acrylic, but the setup, no thank you. Also, they destroy my brush when I don't wash my brush in time. So I say I am good without using acrylic for now, but unless a client asks me to use acrylic to do a portrait, I cannot get away from that. I will use it. Otherwise, I always suggest, hey, I will use watercolor. Is that okay? So far, they always say that they don't care as long as you look good. I said, okay. That is so dark. So we can just do this. And the woman's hair is dark, so I can tell. To make the first stand out, I need to do the woman's hair. Because the hair play a key role to suggest the fur of the dog. You can see I won't go too dark, just like I just want to blow in the shade so the dog's fur will pop. I only do this area because I try to nail the dog right now. I can do that because I'm doing a very small size, but if I do a bigger size, I need to do all, so the color won't be like isolated. But because I do a small size, I can get away from that because the detail on a small size is very limited, so you won't see so much detail from the small painting. Okay, I think think the dog, yeah, the nose need dark style. Hold on, let me see. I think I can use, do I need to use the marker? This is actually a marker. It's very permanent, so be mindful. Yeah, so that's dark style. Oh my god, I don't want the tip. The tip is too thick. It's just weapon. I can use the micro pen. I love mixed media. Just like, I think people invent mixed media piece it's not because they love to or enjoy multimedia in a piece, because they need some other kind of medium to fix, to achieve whatever watercolor cannot achieve. If I use so dark of watercolor here, I would put down so many layers. But if I just use ink, I can just nail it. And plus, you can see the micro pen, the tip is very thin, so you can really do details. You can always suggest the fur too. I mean, you can also use tumble brush, but tumble brush they're not permanent, so be mindful when you do another layer. They can reactivate like gouache. Sorry for the message. Somebody messaged me. I need to zoom into the face and see the detail because I can't see the eye. I guess I can only suggest the eye because the eye is so dark. I can only see a little bit detail. Here is the sand. You can only do dark style in a few places it's like dry brush technique and the last layer of watercolor. You can do it all over. Otherwise the piece will feel like overwork. It's so tiring and the audience can tell it's all over the place. So I don't want to do that. Also, that's so much work to put detail all over. I don't have the patience for that. That's why I use watercolor. The reason I stopped doing oil is the long dry time, but they are perfect for branding. This is so dark, right? Yeah. I just want to suggest some detail when I have the micro pen. And here is so dark, I can just shade. Because I just want to suggest this is dark too, so we can go back to the brush. No, I need to use a smaller one. So I use a partial blue. Here, I think there's some value variation, not just like a flat value, so I can try to do some texture. Texture on watercolor is the highest, and also watercolor is so hard to control. It has mind of its own. So when you try to do texture, you can be all over the place. You can get out of control. So for texture, I only do a little bit, just to suggest. Okay. this is a little bit blue, yeah, because that's shadow side. They're all shadow side of the fur. This looks bad. Should I fix it? I can add darker stuff. Too dark. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's do the woman. The woman's hair, the skin tone. Skin tone is very easy because it's a small piece. I only want to suggest I use burnt sienna and the big red. And red can do that. Yeah, that's it. Not enough red. Do a very light tone to begin with, and then you can fix the skin tone later. Looks so bad. I think painting is just like that. You need so much patience. The beginning of the layer is so ugly. It's not like drawing. Drawing I can do so quick. The painting need the layer to build up in order to show the value and the detail. I think that's pretty much it, right? And what's the color of the hair? Let's do burnt umber. And the big blue. Oh, here it has like a big yellowish. I don't want to lose the yellow or orange, whatever you define. You see, my painting, I can define whatever color. Yeah, you need to do the light tone first before you do the dark shade. Then you can do the the hair is off, the color. Okay. The texture, oh my god, of the hair. The hair is so hard, so like in portrait, the hair is very critical and also so hard. You can do hair individually. Hair you need to treat as a big blob first to see the big shade. I think the painting, the hard part is to how to simplify and isolate the subject. You can do detail like right away. You need time to wait until you build up enough layer. Okay, I think this one is, I can change the weapon to a smaller brush. Hold on. Actually made the hair so loose. It's just like no detail because this part and this part is the focus point. Everything is just suggest especially a small size painting like that, I can get away from that. Also, I don't want to spend 8 hours for one painting on live stream, and I don't have the patience for that. Oh my god, the color is so strong here. I want that fade out. I mean, so can show the line. It looks so bad, but well, I'm not a masterpiece, you know. I'm not a master. I'm just a master in training. Not sure when I can become master. I don't think I can ever become a master. And it's so exhausting to be a master because everything needs to be so perfect. I don't want to do that. I am just a student to learn instead of to perform every single time. I want to show the real process to everyone. Okay, let's do the facial expression. Do I need to do the lip? The skin tone is not evenly distributing, and I don't know why. Let's use a brush, red brush to. I think that's the paper issues. But that shows real painting, like handmade, not like AI, you know. In the past, I really hate the water balloon from watercolor, but right now I embrace it because it shows the human hand-drawn character of your painting, which AI try to mimic so much. But for us, we can do it easily as long as if we don't overblend it. We can show the brush stroke. That is the trend of my mindset when I try to achieve the humanoid or human touch. The woman's skin tone is too yellow. It's not red enough. I want to do a glaze. Just do a red glaze. Just want to. It has some kind of red. Oh, her skin tone is beautiful, but I made it look like just yellow ochre color or burnt sienna. So right now I just use a light red. I think I use magenta. I love magenta. For the background color, I don't think I need to do background color. Yeah, I don't think I need to make it just simplify. And then when I'm waiting this layer to dry, I can work on the dog. What else I can do for the dog? I don't think the shadow. I don't think I put shadow enough. So I work on the shadow a little bit more. Yeah, I cannot get away from that. It's just my sketchbook practice, nothing to be perfect. It's not conviction, you know. Conviction made me so tense. It's not like I'm not myself when I do take conviction. Again, this have some value variation, so I try to show that. looks good enough. Oh my goodness, it's just my sketchbook, so I don't care. I don't think this is like the value is not. I can use marker to nail the darkest down later. Right now, I just want to suggest this is very dark. The face is not dry, so I don't want to touch the edge of the face, otherwise I ruin it. I think it's too blue for the shadow, which is fine. I think there's some yellow ochre, a strong yellow ochre on the line part I did not show enough. So let me see. Here, the yellow is very stand out, huh? Even though this light part of the fur, I still want to show some value variation instead of like one flat wash of maple yellow or yellow ochre wash from the get-go. Here I have some burnt umber color I omit because this still a shadow side, so I can darken it a little bit, but don't go too crazy. That's why watercolor is so delicate. It's like oil or acrylic. You can continue to work on a piece like 100 hours for watercolor. You just can't. Just be mindful that you just can't do that. That fits my style actually, because I don't have patience to work on a piece that many hours. Yeah, that's it. Oh, otherwise I ruin the line. Okay, that's not dry, so let's wait longer. This looks so bad, but well, it's human touch. I just look for excuse for my mistake, but this sketch practice is relaxing. And happy Independence Day, everyone, or Independence Day Eve. That's why I'm off today, because of the holiday in the United States. Okay, and that's the colon. I don't think that's the right color. I need to use another color. I just want to suggest that's detail. So dark, but this this is dark, right? And the node here is when I do a glazing, just to suggest. So much patience. Oh my goodness, I don't have that patience. Okay, the woman's facial expression, I try to use line. I need to use a liner because you can see the micro pen. The tip is very fine, so you can nail the detail, and the nostril I can just define it right now. And the eye is very dark. I love her big eye. She one of my Instagram follower. I love her. I love my Instagram follower. I always draw my Instagram followers portrait and their pet. Building a community is easy as long as you keep engaged with them. Okay. And then I can do the lip. If this is a big painting, I have to do work on the face more. But this one is very tiny, so I think my one layer of skin tone is already enough to suggest what is going on. Glasses, I think I can just use the pen. I don't want to use the brush because it's so tiny. just try to put some detail or texture with my ink. And here is so dark. But these, should I fix the, I don't think I need to fix that, right? The edge is rough. I don't think I can fix it though. I mean, it's what it is. It's not smooth transition. I try to blend, but I don't think it matters. She's still pretty without me doing the edge. I like the hair here. It's only I only suggest them, but you can tell there are some variation and the shade of the hair. The dog though, it's good enough. Should I continue? I can easily overwork this piece and then regret. And then crying out loud why life is not fair. So I try to avoid that when I can. I would rather underwork actually for watercolor. Because next day when I come back, I have a fresh eye, I can fix it. But if I overwork, I can't do that, you know. So that's it. I think that's good enough, right? And here is so dark, so that's the darkest dark. The lip have some strong shade, which I did not show. I think the value here is flat, and then here yep, you can tell she have lipstick. Pretty woman or pretty girl. Okay. I like the look of it. It shows watercolor painting. Have the big brush stroke, have some ink. So I think I'm happy for how it turned out. Have some shadow side. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Hold on. Next one is this puppy. They are all from my Instagram follower, and they send me the photo, so I can pay it. Oh no, the other side. I almost finished this sketchbook. I love the feeling of finish up a sketchbook. That is the best. So this dog, let's do the facial expression with the ink pen when I get a chance before I brought in the color. So the eye and the nose is really dark, especially the nose. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do the darkest dark. I can do dark dark for ink pen right now because they're permanent. They won't bleeding out. They won't bleed out when I put the color on top of it. So I can do that, but if I use watercolor paint, I can't do that. I need to do that in the last layer. The reason right now I use ink first, I just want to blow in the darkest dark, so the painting will look so much better as I go. Otherwise, you will look back for a long time, and nobody want to watch that. I don't want to watch that. I want to feel like crap, you know. So you can define your darkest dark, and then you can work on it. I think I see some darkest dark. The eyeball, it looks so dark, but it has a little bit variation. It's not a complete darkest dark, so I leave it. Oh wow, okay. Should I get it like that? And the mouse, oh my goodness, there are some fur, like I don't want to lose the shade of the fur. So this is unusual approach for a painting process, because right now I'm doing that stuff for watercolor, which is opposite. But because it's permanent, I can get away from that. Oh wow, okay. So you can see the facial expression appear when I emphasize the outline of the face, eye and nostril and the mouth. It's crazy the whole time I'm talking to myself. Okay. Okay, see, she looks so happy, right? Okay, so we can work on the other. We can work on the painting itself right now. Okay, the first layer. Okay, the white. This is very light, so I believe as white, and the rest color I can make a little bit yellow tint, because they are not like white anymore here, but this one is white, this part is white, so I can leave it as it is. And the rest color is very yellow ochre and burnt sienna together, but because the first layer I don't want to go too crazy, otherwise I can say the piece if I go too crazy. Some fur I only suggest because I don't want to put the fur over. I don't have the patience for that. I can right now just use a wash because it's the first layer. I don't want to get overwhelmed by all the detail. Okay, so that's pretty light touch. Don't go too dark again. Also that's so light. This part is so light. And okay. I know it looks so light, but I can darken the color as my painting evolve. So I'm not too worried about that. The value is not there. But it's the first layer, so it's fine. First layer is all about the wash, a sweeping wash to nail the shade. Okay, so the second layer I can go a little bit stronger for yellow ochre and a little bit burnt sienna. You can add a little bit red too if you want. Oh, you can see the color here. You can see it's this color. It's a combination of yellow ochre and burnt sienna. So we can start to define some shadow. Again, you don't want to put detail everywhere. I can do fur, every single fur, so I can suggest the big shade of the fur. I need to mix more color right now. It's not exact color, but that's okay. I'm not AI, I can mix the exact color, right? Just to go easy on yourself, don't go too crazy, don't be too harsh for yourself. We are all human beings. Okay, here is slightly better, but still need a lot of work. Oh, great! But I love painting, so be happy. Can pay. Just be happy. In the past, when I paint, I get so nervous for at the beginning of the painting because it always looks so bad. But the beginning of the stage is the best part because you know exactly what you do. The hard part is after you get close to finish, you don't know what to do. That is when you need to step aside to get a fresh eye next day. This is so dark. Okay, I can define a little bit dark color, and here is so dark. I can just use burnt sienna directly. You only need to suggest because there's so much fur. You don't want to mix the big picture, get sucked into the detail. That is the hard part of painting. You need to know the very block, so you don't need to get lost. That's okay, right? What is that? How can I emphasize that? I don't think that looks. That's. I think I made a big mistake. This is so light, but I lose the line. This can happen all the time for watercolor painting. Like I'm doing line, I show it. Great. It's all about learning. It's my sketchbook, so it's okay. It's okay. Here it's just like it's like that. There's some part of the fur. And they're really colorful for the column, but I don't want to do that to distract audience about what is going on here. So I use blue. I use green. I mean, you can use other color, but I love green. The detail here is fine, but the detail here I completely lose it. How can I put it back? I miss the detail here. Oh my god. Let it let it dry. I need to work the nose. The nose needs some color. Need some color. come there's no color on my brush? Because we have the darkest dark to support the structure, so I don't think it's dark enough. Oh boy, the nose is so dark. So I'm not scared of losing the detail of the nose because the darkest dark is there. And the eye here is, yeah. Okay. That's good enough, right? Okay. Back to the fur. Oh my god, the fur drive me nuts. Okay. Let's see if I can say this part. This part looks so bad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's also it's off page. Oh my god, why do I do that? It's off page. The photo reference, I can see the detail. So use of imagination. I just need a little bit detail, a little bit. That's it. Give me some detail here. I don't tend to, because I can't see anything. Okay, and now here the value is not enough, so I have to emphasize. Just be careful because right now you are doing darkest dark of the fur. Does it look like something? Something. I just want to do some detail to suggest the fur or the direction, otherwise too flat. And here actually is this color. It's very light. I don't want to go too dark. Okay. Hold on. Oh, the tongue. I with the tongue, I say, why it looks so odd? So the tongue, we can add a little bit red first, and then we can do a little bit light color. Oh, the tongue, I love the tongue. I say, what am I mixing? It is the tongue. You're cute, you're so cute. Okay, I know it's very light right now, but you got to do from light to dark. And there's a detail or texture. This is the drawback for the color. It's so hard to do the detail here. I don't know anyone can do that. Not my gen. As we go, the tongue have a darker color. Yikes, I don't think I need to blend this edge. Okay, let's wait. I don't think the tongue is red enough because almost the focus point. So why not make it so vibrant? Why not? Okay. Okay. And here, do I need to do that? This is so detailed, nobody care. People care? I don't care, but as a reference photo there, you can be creative, but sometimes you can be faithful. Depending on the mood, I guess. Right now I think I want to stick to the photo reference a little bit here. But if I take commission, I have to be so faithful. Because you don't know the client, they want likeness, so you can't omit the detail of photo reference. But right now, because of my practice, I don't think I need to do that and like to show up. I have no patience of doing that. Okay, I think that's enough detail I can put on. And people immediately look at the facial expression. I know these have like water blue, but I don't mind. That's human touch. This still so light. Why is so light? Going to different. This one is not light. It's not that light. Okay. finish this one, I may go back to do more ink. Should I do it right now? I can go back to work on the ink to add some texture of the fur. To emphasize the shape or outline of the dog. But sometimes that is very optional. If your value of watercolor is a good job for that, we don't need to do that. This is way too detailed. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's fine. I don't want to overdid. What is that? Don't know, but let's put it down. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Next one, oh my god. Let me show you the sketch I made. When I finish the sketch, I almost give up on this dog. Like, what is this? This the oh my god. Oh my god, this one is hard. That's why I leave in the last one. Like, what a mess. I can't see the eye of the dog. I can't see anything. Like, what is this? When you see the sketch, what is this? Oh my goodness. I mean, the whole face is covered by the fur, except I can see the tongue, I can see some nose, I can even see the eye. The eye is covered, right? The basic color is burnt sienna. I see burnt sienna, yellow ochre, and it's only here. It only appears some color here. Oh my god, this one is crazy. What am I doing? I don't know. If I see any color, I just put down. I don't really care. There's no methodology of how to do this dog. But the general rule is to do light and then dark color. That's what I'm doing right now. I can put the nostril right now, just to let audience know what is going on. So that's nostril. Oh my god. And here, oh my god, you can see, right? I don't think I can see anything. I might just do that, right? I might just do that. It looks so bad right now. I don't know what am I doing. What am I doing? I don't know. And I'm on live stream. Sell down. I think people need to conquer the sell down. When your artist is so normal to have sell down. And the whole thing here, I can want a basic base color. I can even tell the base color is just black. there's some fur I can tell it's very wide, but I may lose it, which is fine because I don't think they matter that much. Can go to 10. That is Van Dyke Brown. Van Dyke Brown, just Van Dyke Brown, nothing. The color is easy, but so much variation, so much texture of this one. If I fail, I fail, but it's a good. There's a back painting, but all good practice. So it's good practice, no matter what happens. I try to build a texture of the fur, so I try to show the brush stroke itself like do one block, because there's so many texture, so much texture of the fur, and I can't see through the big shade, so I have to do that. Oh my god! I think I have my ink pen mark underneath, so I won't get lost. Just Van Dyke Brown. I don't use any color, just Van Dyke Brown. Why? Because I don't know what else color I can mix. Maybe blue? Later on, when I emphasize the shadow side of the fur, I can use blue later. And even here is so dark. Okay, the nostril I think have some color. The tongue is the only thing with vibrant color, so not going to lose it. Okay, I'm losing the line of the nose. I can always pull back before it gets dry out, so that's easy to fix. Oh my god. I see strong burnt umber. I mean, if you see any color, you can just put them, just block in, so you know you will mix the color later. Back to Van Dyke Brown. And I think they have so much blue tint, right, for the color. The shadow side of the fur have blue. I can see blue. Not sure I can see blue. Oh my god, I can put that all over. I don't want a big block of blue. I need some texture. Sorry about that, it's my message. use a bigger brush than normally for this part, because right now I don't know I should do small brush because I can see detail until I build up some texture of the fur. And I can even see some blue here. Oh wow, it looks so bad. Oh my god. I should have picked this one to pay as live stream, but later on I feel like it's a learning moment. We can all see how I felt. I'm going to do the tongue because the tongue is the lemma. Only lemma I can see the detail. So why not put the first layer in? There's some detail for the tongue, but I can do that later. I just want to blow in the layer. Hopefully I can see the piece. It already looks so bad. Oh my god. Hold on, let me see. Okay. I can switch to a smaller brush. And if I go too crazy, I don't want to go too crazy. Here I can really see blue. I saw, oh my god, here is still blue. Can you see blue? Or am I seeing things? Am I crazy? It's so blue. It's all about the texture, so I try to let the brush do the work for me because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It's all over my brush. Oh my god. Help me. This I went overboard. I mean, do people care? You can't tell unless you scrutinize the photo reference against my painting and they say, okay, you screw for this. But since it's so messy, even the eye. Is the eye here? The eye is here, right? Right now, I try to show some detail. Detail is all over, but you can't see the detail, but it's all over. Does it make sense? Oh my god. Thank God it's not a conviction. If it's conviction, I will ask for another photo. I can't do this photo. It's too messy. Even though maybe at the end I nail it, but still so messy. It's just not nice. But my teacher told me, if you don't make a mess of your painting, you are not doing it right. So now I try to channel my teacher, or I learn oil from her. For watercolor, I self-taught, just like every color series. I learned that from oil, because back to 2019, I have no idea what color series is. I don't know warm and cool, nothing. So my teacher patiently teach me what they are about. So when I start to do watercolor, it made it so easy to pick up. The tongue have some detail. I can omit that. It's very, very dark. It's like that. And then it goes a little blue here. Oh, I go overboard, but that's fine. I don't think the tongue have enough contrast. No, enough red. Oh my god, it's so bad. Ugh. Right now I try to mix both Van Dyke brown and partial blue. They are very, very cool color and very dark. It's very unusual. I use so much blue and dark color on watercolor, but this piece is special, so I can just do that. Not enough water. I can do some detail for the fur, the other like here and there, and that's it. I can do all the detail, and because I can see the detail, they are all over. They are all over, but I can see. Does it make sense? What is this thing? Can you see? Can you tell it's a dog? Oh my god. Even the nose is covered. Oh my god. Well, I don't think I succeed to now. Oh, I don't think I succeed of this one, but I'm glad I tried it. You know, at least I tried it, so I know what is going on. But I don't hate this piece. It's just like, you know what you cannot achieve, and next time you can either don't choose such a photo reference or continue to work on it until you succeed. Some photo reference your current level cannot achieve, so you need to wait until certain time you come back and you do a new piece. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you so much.